I'm Rich Steeves, web editor at TMC here in lovely Austin, Texas for IT Expo 2012. Joining me now is Kevin Mcinerney, VP of Sales at MessageSolutions. Kevin, welcome.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about how MessageSolutions can help MSPs and cloud providers.
Be pleased to. MessageSolution has been in the enterprise sales business for 8 years, and we've recently launched a multi-tenant platform for archiving email, files, and SharePoint. So we have a full suite to manage unstructured data. As such, we believe we have an offering that is attractive to the MSP and cloud service providers in that we have the tools to sell to C-level, where traditionally MSPs would appear to be focused on the security and privacy issues of the Chief Information Security Officer. And with these extra tools, VARs and MSPs can tackle the corporate decision-making process and be in a better position to service their customers.
Now you talked about issues like security and privacy, and those come up a lot when companies are thinking about the cloud. A lot of them are concerned about those issues. What would you say to them?
Clearly, with companies like Google, they're working on privacy issues. Data is becoming very geopolitical, so it's a sort of a problem where people want to know where their data is and who has it, and we're in a position to satisfy those needs by licensing our software in different countries to manage service providers, and we provide private SaaS services for the HIPAA healthcare market, for example.
Right, and so there's a big concern there with compliance when dealing with HIPAA, and what do you say about that?
We're in a great position to support MSP and cloud service providers in that we have a full suite. We have file archiving, email archiving, SharePoint archiving, and the object of the game is to reduce the storage footprint, create structure, and make it searchable. We have a unified interface that allows you to search files, SharePoint content, file archives, and email archives simultaneously. A great solution for HR, legal, and records management.
And when companies are trying to make cloud decisions, they hear about public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. What are your recommendations for companies when dealing with those?
I think it's fair to say that our company is working with different technology providers who manage shared clouds in a very specific way, but generally speaking, I think it's possible to have your cake and eat it too. For those who are very, very conservative, I think a hybrid cloud solution is a consideration for certain, and we support that with technology partners such as Parallels and IBM. And I think shared cloud services, certainly for those who have very, very price-sensitive consideration, you have to look at it.
Right, so you talked a little bit about unstructured data, and one of the buzz terms that we hear so often at events like IT Expo is big data. And how does big data affect these type of archiving issues?
Clearly, business analytics and corporate intellectual property is something that you don't want it walking out the door. So if you're in a position to replicate it, make it accessible, it clearly gives you an advantage in the marketplace today. There's no question. And big data, invariably is simply, the ability to apply a process to an ever-growing pool of data, and archiving data is, e-discovery is starting to become an application that is big data, map-reduced kind of sensibilities wrapped around it, and we're in a position to provide tools to address those needs.
And we're very forward-thinking here at IT Expo, so we love to look at the future. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts are for the future, not just for MessageSolution, but for the cloud and archiving space in general.
Well, as I said before earlier, data is becoming a geopolitical sensibility. In the US, the cloud is uniform. On a global basis, people are starting to build little pockets that are based on very, very specific local regulations. For example, in Germany and Canada, people want to know where their data is, and I think while the cloud is perceived as being uniform, it's going to become multi-layered. It'll become a multi-layered cloud that's managed by the service providers in such a way that people know exactly where their data is moving from point A to B, and I don't know that it's going to be so seamless as it would appear to be today.
Absolutely. Right, there are complications when dealing with international regulations. The EU, for example, has different regulations about where data resides, right?
Absolutely. It's as it's been mentioned, noted earlier in the conference, it's not about where you are physically located and where your customer is physically located, but where they are doing business. So for Fortune 500 companies that are doing business around the world, there's rules and regulations. They don't want replication of data in different countries, and yeah, it's becoming a finite, private. It's becoming a bit of a private cloud there.
Absolutely. Well, Kevin, thank you for joining
You're
us,
welcome.
and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks again. Take care.